All right, hello everybody. Um, just a short stream today. Doing a little bit of remodeling. Meant there were a lot of power tools going on in the house, so I had to not stream during that because the mic would definitely pick that up. I had done a test too, and yeah, it was picking up every noise that was being made. Alright, and let me adjust the volume on my end. Okay, that should be good. Okay. There we go. Oh, hello, Peso. Sorry, I'm just getting all of the sound adjusted. Got a new monitor set up so I have more room to see everything on my other screen. It does go black every now and then, so I can't see anything for about a second, but other than that, it's not bad. And that could have been damage from shipping because, oh boy, that box was not in good condition. Same thing with the battery backup that I bought. That box came in even worse condition. The entire side of the box was cut open or torn open and retaped with just packaging tape. And then I have the video of the person delivering it, and the box just falls. They barely held onto the box, and it just bloop fell straight to the ground. And I heard the thud. So, but it looks like it's doing okay. From what I can tell, it's doing good. It's got a LED display to say everything in the front, and it looks like it's working good, but it just, yeah. Good old Amazon delivery. They finally found my house, though. It was missing for about a week. Alright, anyway. Remodeling is mostly done. There's just little bits and things that need to be moved around, so that I can do later. Bloop. Oh boy. Get everything loaded in, because there is a little bit of lag on my end. Okay, there we go. Alright, and I got all of my tools mended up off camera because it took a while to get all of the mobs. But yeah, they don't do too well with actually packaging their stuff a lot of times. Same thing with Chewy. The worst is like Petco PetSmart. Oh my goodness, what is with the lag right now? Okay. But yeah, they don't really do very much. I did have one Chewy package where I don't know who packaged it, but I love them. And I want them to package all of my deliveries because they actually had everything snug in the box, and it was like playing Tetris getting it out. But everything was just nice and in there. They couldn't move. Nothing got crushed because I know typically if I buy more than just canned goods, they throw everything in there. And when they do that, it crushes whatever else I happen to have. What is with the lag today? I did an update on... Oh, I think the driver switch might be doing it. Alright, there we go. Pick up some of these little saplings. So today is pretty much just a chorin' day. Taking care of some of these trees, and then getting the shovel out and taking down more of that hill. Oh, I forgot I actually did want leaves. Yeah, I'll have to do that in a bit. I did switch drivers, so there is a gaming driver, and then there is a, I can't remember, studio driver or something like that. So I had switched, and I think I switched over to studio, so that probably is part of the reason. But when it was on gaming, everything was just a little fuzzy. It wasn't as sharp. But I'm assuming that probably has something to do with it, because I just did all of this last night. I should have actually opened up Minecraft to see if it would do anything to it. Alright. Ooh, wood goes in a different one. Oh, I don't have that one in there. There we go. Couldn't tell if that noise was a truck backing up or something in the song. I think it was in the song. Okay. Anyway, time to go tackle that hill. Boop. Oh, I did get a Yuffie notification, and... Okay, yeah, that backup was actually a truck backing up. Speaking of deliveries, I just got one. Ooh. A high performance power plan. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what mine is set to right now. I did a bunch of changes yesterday on this, so it's just... I don't know. Okay, let's call this spot here. Alright, it was another computer monitor. Nice. Ow. Did not mean to do that. Of course it fell down there. That's fine though. So I have been thinking about the story that I'm working on, and I keep getting distracted by also trying to think about like all of the laws, how magic works here, and everything like that. And I also have a character that I was planning on being like basically one of the gods of this world. And I had made that character a while ago, and I was like, she'd be fitting as a god here. So I was trying to figure out how to incorporate her into this too. And it won't be in this story. This story is just about the Swamp Witch, so I don't really need to know too much about everything else for this. But I do need to figure out like the rules of magic here, because that's going to be one of the main things that I need to know. Since, of course, it being about a witch, I need to know how her magic works. Alrighty, no worries, Peso, you go get some sleep. That is, pretty late. But have a good night. There we go. couple dirt down there. I'll get that after I get this bunch here. Whoop. Nothing fell in here, but things fell over here. And those two. Alright. Thought I saw a piece of dirt there. One layer at a time for this one. There you go, horse. Though I doubt you can actually get over there. There you go. You have been freed. Go be, free and wander around. Alright. I should probably collect that dirt before it despawns, because I actually need all of the dirt that falls. There we go. Oh, so anyway, I was thinking about how the magic work in this world, and I had thought about having, like, almost different sects or methods of magic sort of situation, where you have alchemists that use ingredients for magic, and then others where it's more so your imagination is how you create things. So that would be like elemental sort of magic. Ooh, I almost just walked off of that. There we go. There will be a few different types of magic in the story. I do know that the Swamp Witch is going to be more alchemy, but specifically fungal. So there's bunch of mushrooms and everything. Her house is kind of mushroom shaped when I get around to building it. And there is going to be glowing mushrooms, which I realized I'm going to have to make a glow light farm, or frog light farm, which means nether. And I've never been to the roof of the nether before, because obviously I played on bedrock. You can't get to the roof of the nether in bedrock. But since this is Java, I'm going to attempt it. When I do, though, I might do a bit of a failsafe and... Oh, hi, Thurston. Have my husband on just in case I get stuck on the nether roof, so he can bring me supplies, because the last thing I need is to run out of all of the TNT to try to break the nether roof while I'm on it, and then run out of like ender pearls, and that wouldn't be good. I would be stuck on the nether roof for all eternity. That, or I just make a backup before I go on to the nether roof and go from there. So if all else fails, I can just bring up... What are you doing down there, boy? No, no eating the plants. I'm sorry, I moved things around in this room, and now it's a little bit easier for my cat to access some of these plants. So I am doing this while also having my foot up and blocking him from getting to it. No, you can't go under. Go to your little spot. There we go. Good boy. Sorry. He really wants to eat plants so badly. Okay, and sleep time. I'll have to bring the bed closer. No mobs spawned. Good. You better not be going after the monster. Yeah, I see you. Yeah? What was that, boy? He's a good boy. Good job, Thurston. Do you want up on the tower? Do you want me to turn your heater on? Hang on. I moved the remote for your heater. Okay, there we go. Okay. I have a little heat pad in my cat's tower. And he'll climb up in there and sleep on that in his little cubby hole. He doesn't always sleep in it, but every now and then when he realizes that the heat pad is on, he'll go in there and he'll curl up and just pass out. Oh, I am full up. Okay, let's go get rid of that stuff. before that stone despawns. Dirt. There we are. Okay. Get those couple of things before they despawn. There is no cat eating plants around here, so we're good. Couple stone. There we go. And dirt. I still haven't figured out a name for the characters and everything in the story either. I really need to sit down and figure out names for not only the characters, but the village. The swamp needs a name. Everything needs names. I'm currently, like, as I'm writing the story, it's just main male lead or female lead, stuff like that, so I need to get around to doing that. I've also started writing down just base ideas for the next couple of stories, so for the next couple of builds in this world here. Either way, I need to go to the end and get Elytra, which I've never defeated the End Dragon before, so that'll be a fun little side quest. But I'll probably build the farms on the nether roof first before I do the End Dragon. So once I get this area built up, and it's time for me to switch over to the witch's hut over there, then I will go to the end and start making a farm. But I will probably practice breaking bedrock on a creative world first, so that way I can turn into Spectre mode in case I get stuck. There. Ooh. Oh, another little chunk is just about gone off of that hill. Alright, that little section is done. Okay. Let's go grab the bed. Or sleep for this night. Then grab the bed, move it over. And then I might spend a little bit of time at the mob farm just to get that a little bit higher up. Oh, there goes my monitor. Let's see. Okay. Oh, and there's a tree. Alright, let's move this. But first, let's dump the stuff that we've got. The dirt. Alright, we're gonna have to make another chest for dirt. Since this is going to be the next section that I tackle, set that there. Oh, there's a little piece of stone. There we go. Put that there. All right. Gotta fix up the barn a little bit. We need to get that sandstone made. I might... No, I'm not gonna go back to the village. Because I could go back to the village and trade with the stonemason there. But I'm not gonna do that. Let's see. Put those there. I know I don't need arrows right now, but you know. Alright. You can go in offhand. Let's also turn hostile mobs down a bit. Okay. Alright, so while we sit here, let's see. I need to make a note that I want to also look into getting sodium on here, because I have no mods still. Let's see, that is okay. And there goes my screen again. Alright then, so I need to also write down that I need to make a Froglight farm. So I still need to get a piglin trading farm. I can't remember what I needed exactly from that. No, I don't remember. But anyway, piglin trading farm, skeleton farm, creeper farm. I don't need those because this acts as a skeleton and creeper farm as well. I know it's not specifically that, but okay. And then I am looking into potentially, eventually, also streaming on YouTube at the same time. Right now, I won't be streaming on YouTube at the same time, just because I don't know if my internet can actually handle that. But we'll see. In the future, I might do a couple of them. It will still primarily be Twitch streaming. But I am going to figure out how to get overlays and things like that on my streams, so it's a little more fun to look at, along with little animated things to pop up with followers and have chat on screen and things like that. So I will be getting that going eventually. I have found a few overlays that I like on VGen. I was going to make everything myself, but I do not have the time to do all of that, plus everything else that's going on, so I'll be buying from other artists, and I do like that it's no AI, so it's all made by people and by hand. So that'll be nice. But I found some cute ones. I kind of want to keep nature-y theme to it. And then, what else? What else? Yeah, I'll probably have, on Twitch, I'll add more information in the panels below, because right now I have no panels. But I am going to add some more information, and in that information, I'm also going to write in a little blurb about this story. So this is basically season 1. I don't have a title for it yet, but this is the Swamp Witch story, basically, and that's what season 1 is. This first season is definitely going to take a long time for me to sort of make. I still haven't gotten into learning animation very much yet. I did start to mess around in Blockbench to figure some things out, but like, I also downloaded, I don't remember what program it is, but I downloaded a 3D program so I can try to put a skeleton into my avatar, basically. Let's see, what is the view? Oh, didn't want to take a screenshot there. That? Ah, that, yes. So, I wanted to get a skeleton inside of my model so that way I can pose it and make better thumbnails, but I currently don't know how to do that, so I found a couple of tutorials that I'll be getting into and trying to fix that up so I can get it all kind of situated. I tried posing in tongue-tied. I tried posing in Blockbench, but couldn't really get what I wanted in there. Because I'll be honest, I tried to update the wave pose and it looked like a not so good salute. And I don't want that. So I'll be trying to get a skeleton and working on better poses. Try to learn a little bit more animation. I'm gonna do like some thumbnail animatic animation to kind of get a little used to it, get into the hang of it, so I might take like a couple clips and try to animate over that. But it's a lot of work, and I have no idea what I'm doing. But I also still need to figure out the ending to this story, because I'll be honest, I got the beginning, the middle, and a little bit past the middle. I just don't know how I'm going to end it. The two main characters, I've been bouncing back and forth on having them just be friends by the end of it, or actually, whatchamacallits, get together. But basically, I'm thinking they're just gonna be friends. It's not necessarily a romance story, but you never know. We'll see what happens when I keep writing about them. I also need to work on the personality for one of the characters. Because I just keep bouncing around on what I want his personality to be. Like, the quiet, kind of serious type, or a little more bubbly. Still a bit serious, but not like super quiet and serious. So, because I do want there to be some silly moments in there. It's not going to be 100% serious the entire time. But I've also been trying to figure out how long I want this story to be. Because I know I don't want it to be like super long to where there's going to be like 10 hours of animation total. It's not going to be like that. It's not going to be like an anime series where I've got quite a few half-hour long episodes. It's going to be probably like little 5-minute episodes, and I don't know how many I want to do. Because it just depends on how in detail I'm going to end up being with the lore of the story for this one. Nope. There we go. Oh, I did hit it. I wasn't expecting to. That's a cow. That wasn't a good. There we go. Oh my goodness, that monitor keeps flashing off and on. That, I was not expecting it to go that far. Okay. There we go. Oh, just a little short. How? Yep. There we go. Okay. And I've got my shovel healed up enough, but I also don't want to go down there at night. So, we're just gonna shoot things from up here. Not entirely sure what that is I'm shooting at, but it's something. Oh boy. Can they climb scaffolding? Wow. It doesn't really matter if they can climb scaffolding or not, because they can't really make it past the water. Oh, it landed right next to him. There we go. There. That hit him. He moved. You're not gonna stand. Oh, you are gonna stand there. Got him. And there's another zombie over here. There's so many arrows down there. Well, you moved. Okay. And you're still moving. That's fine. Just put these down here so I can see what I've got. Why didn't these stack? Okay. Ooh, iron. Ooh, fire protection. That'll be a good one for the nether, actually. Spider. Not quite. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get those spiders. Maybe. There we go. Got one of them. That zombie stops moving. Okay, bit farther out. Oh, and you're moving again. There we go. No, things are starting to burn. Good. And it looked like something fell from the sky for a second. Like, oh yeah. Oh, it's the water from up there. That's what it is. Okay, that should be good enough to take down what we need to take down. Alright. XP. Ooh, and a baked potato. I don't know how safe it would be to eat a baked potato that dropped from a zombie. I don't think that is food safe. Alright, let's go drop some of this stuff off and then flatten out that hill. We'll do another section. What do I have in here? I think I have all of the rotten flesh in a tool chest over here. Yes. And the helmet. Why not? Take that to put in the wood stuff chest. And then the iron goes in the tool chest. Boop. Yes, that is in here. Yep. Okay, and then wood. Planks and things. There we are. Oh, why did I throw that? There we go. Okay. I should have left that dirt up there. Whoops. Oh well. Let's tackle this section. Trying to think of what else I'm working on for the story. Oh, so that goddess that I was talking about, she is going to be kind of like a nature goddess. Yeah, that's the level I need to be at. Okay. But yeah, she is a nature goddess, and she has a couple different forms. Main ones being that she has a kind of satyr or fawn form, and then also an antelope-looking creature. And I had designed that antelope creature a while back and never did anything with it, but I really liked the design for it. And surprisingly enough, the color scheme that I had for it actually matches the color scheme that I had for this character. And they also had the same horn style. So, I figured I would just push them together. The antelope creature did have like a big cat style front paws, basically, instead of hooves. I don't know if I'll keep that, but I might. So, I'll see. I gotta redraw that character, or that creature, and then kind of go from there. Maybe I will post one of the old sketches that I had of it, if I can find one of them, on Blue Sky. Because I might have her just be in the background at some point in there, in the story. So, a little bit of an Easter egg in there. Whoop. There we go. Just realized I've had my knees bent for a long time and I need to stretch them. There we go. And just one more layer? Yeah. Thought I heard a little, armadillo. But I think it was just the music. Yeah, it's the music, okay. Oh, goodness. There we go. Using all the wrong tools. I'm so happy it is the season for mint flavor, because I've got the peppermint mocha creamer, so that's going in like all my coffee and tea right now. Alright. Try I only have a couple sips left of my coffee, which is a good thing because it is later in the evening now, so. Oh my goodness, that screen blacking out is going to get really annoying. I thought I had fixed it last night because it didn't do it at all, but now it's back to doing it again. So that... I don't know what's causing it. It just flashes black for a second and then pops back on. Updated the graphics driver and that fixed it for a while, but now it's back to doing it again. So, I'll figure that out later tonight. When I did start on some stuff for thumbnails, because I know I'm like nearly 10 episodes behind on thumbnails on YouTube. So, I need to catch up. And I'm making it a little bit easier for myself by just making a bit of a template where all I do is pop in a screenshot of it, a screenshot of this, and then what is it? My little avatar character pose in a different spot, and good to go. That way I don't have to figure out positioning for everything in the thumbnail. So I don't have the energy for all of that. I just want to pop on, play Minecraft, and go from there. Like, all week this week I've been wanting to come home and play Minecraft, but then it's been so busy at work that I just come home, and by the time I get home I'm like, I'm too tired. Oop, I missed. I tried to jump and click into the bed, but I missed it. Oh, I also figured out how to get MCC Island. So I might download that and play around in there a bit. So I'd probably stream playing in there. But I've never done any sort of multiplayer Minecraft world before. So I am in the Discord there. I'll probably ask in there if anybody wants to basically be like my tour guide, pretty much, and kind of show me the ropes. Because I see all the games and they look fun to play. I'm not the most competitive person. I mean, I can be. When I play tabletop games with my friends, I do get competitive, but not in like a bad way. It's a, we're still all having fun, but I do want to win sort of thing. But I'm more in it for just having fun than I am actually winning. But getting into the Discord of MCC Island, it's just a little intimidating because everybody's talking about their win ratios and all that stuff, and I'm like, I'm going to have like 0 to 200. I'm not going to have like any wins. But I mostly want to play some of the parkour stuff. I do like parkour. We're in another little chunk done. Okay, this. Okay, and then that was risky. Okay. What level? Down 2 more, so this level. Over 1 more. Okay, there we go. All right. That is sectioned off. I'll just go ahead and take care of this. Oh boy. That was quite the lag spike. Okay, drop stuff off. There might be too many eggs floating around in here too. My goodness. Okay. Wow, is it the trees? It might be the trees causing the lag. With all the let me turn particles off for a second. Hang on. Is it in video settings? Graphics fancy. Clouds, particles. Decreased. No, that still has the leaves, unless once those fall, that's done. Nope. Okay. Minimal. No. Oh, hi. My goodness, you jump scared me. And I don't really need anything from you. The coral blocks will come in handy later, but I don't need that from you right now. Oh yeah, it's coming over here. You distracted me. Dirt. There we go. And stone. Miscellaneous stone. I'll just put gravel in there. That's fine. Okay. Let's get out of the forest because I think this forest is part of... Yeah. So my lag spike is from the forest. Because now that I'm over here, it's better. And it's still not perfect, but it's better. Okay. Let's tackle... Let's see, what was I doing? I was doing this. We'll take down this little bit here. Tackle that little section to my left once I get this little divider all set. And see what time it is after that, because I do need to do things to get ready for work tomorrow. I don't think it's a... I say I don't think it's a terribly busy day, but it's going to be busy. It's not as busy as last year. Like, we're getting the same amount of people, but it is spread out a little bit better this year. It is slightly slower, but I do know a lot of people in the area I live at are struggling right now too financially, so that isn't helping anything. Okay. I might just have to cut down some of these trees after I'm done. And then I'll probably grow the trees in a different area. I'll also mess with my graphics card and everything later too. See if that has anything to do with it. So I think I'd much rather have a slightly fuzzier looking game than this lag. That's... okay. Can't remember... No, this section does not end up in the new hill. Because the new hill will round out over there and go around behind this, so... Alright. Sleep. Oop. Alright. Collect my little bits of dirt. Did I get everything over here? Yes. Okay. Hello, horse. Horse, did I ever tame you? Forgot. No, I didn't. Are you a fast one? Nope. I think I'm gonna need one of those, like, super mules that, Etha was getting in Hermitcraft. Because none of these horses are fast. Oh, shoot. Ooh, the lag going through the trees that I grew. It is just getting annihilated by that llama. And the wandering trader is just letting it happen. There you go. I saved you, llamas. Okay, where'd the rest of them go? Did they despawn because I ran away far enough? So I don't even know if it was more than one or what. Alright then. Back to work. And as far as the music goes, it'll probably be a different genre just about each stream. I'm just seeing what kind of music Epidemic Sound has. Alright, another little section. And let's go drop it off. Actually, you are going to get planted down here. There we go. And then this is, let's see. Yeah, I think I end up covering this up a bit. So, torches. I think I go out to here and then gradually lower it down to here. Something like that. But I do end up covering a bit of this up. Oh, okay, cool. This is the level that I actually need it to be at. Yeah, so this area gets covered up and flattened out, so it'll go from about there, wrap around to connect to here. Yep. Okay. And it is going to be hollow underneath. I'm not going to fill it all in. That is too much. I'm probably not going to finish this section by the end of the stream, but still going to get a bit of it done. keep thinking I hear, whatchamacallits, crossbows every now and then, but it's just the music. Ooh, okay. Time to go dump stuff again. And that. Dirt. Oh boy, that's all the dirt. Okay. It's gonna be time to make a new dirt box. Oh. I should have made two. But that's okay. Yeah, I know, villager. I should have. Or trader, whatever you are. Oh, didn't want to leave the stick in there. Come back. Okay. Go sleep and then collect the rest of the stuff that was up there. This hill is almost gone. There's just this little sliver left. And then that. But, you know. We got time. We can go collect the stuff that I left up there. Alright. Sleepy time. Okay. Oop. Might do this layer and then call it good on this just because of my shovel being low. I'll take down some of this stone though before doing anything else. At least my pickaxe has more durability than my shovel, because, yeah, the shovel doesn't have unbreaking, but the pickaxe does. You need to get unbreaking on the shovel. Maybe I'll try enchanting some books. Alright, it's not much dirt, so I can just take some of this down. Yeah, that's not a lot of dirt. The shovel can handle that. There we go. Okay, there we go. And just go check the ground for more bits. There we go. Hello, little piggy. Alright, I heard everything get picked up. So time to go drop off. For a second I thought you didn't have the lead rope with them anymore. I couldn't see the lead rope from over there. Alright. Miscellaneous stones. Don't have any copper in there. Okay. Green things. But the flint and miscellaneous stones are in tools. Tools is where I put it. Alright. Another one. There we go. Ominous potion. Ooh, that was a 4. Okay. There we go. Alright, so I think I'll be ending the stream here, but I'm gonna go up to my mob farm so I can have that running while I eat dinner and heal up my tools. How's my armor? Armor's full. Okay. Because I haven't taken a hit yet. And then my poor first death. Definitely wasn't the last one. I've died 3 or 4 times now, just within 2 streams. I need to get that wheat field going around there too. I'll work on that later though. I didn't bring the blocks with me. How? Oh, there's a wool block. Did they put a block of anything else in there? I can make a... No, I can't make a bone block because I need a crafting table and I don't have one up here. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. Let's see. That's necessary for there. This isn't necessary though, is it? I'm not gonna do that because they're right there. Alright. So I can do this and grab that wool block from in here. Boop. There we go. Alright, and I'll just hang out here while I go eat dinner. So I'm going to end the stream here. I will be back on... I have no idea when my work holiday party is on, so there's going to be another Saturday where I don't stream because I will be doing that. But I don't know what weekend that is. I'll have to ask my boss if he even plans on doing one this year. Because my husband and I have been, like, the only ones to show up the past couple of years. Last year we did have another couple show up, but... And they're still working there, so... We'll probably end up having one, I just don't know what weekend. And we even got another game. We have an expansion for, what is it, Betrayal at House on the Hill or something like that. But the Betrayal tabletop game series. We got the Christmas expansion for that, so we gotta play that. But I don't know when our holiday party is, so that Saturday, whatever that Saturday ends up being, will be one that I don't stream on, but on Sunday I should still be doing it. Then I have an extended weekend for Christmas, but Christmas Day I won't be streaming. Yeah, I don't... Well, if you don't hear from me on Saturday, then I will be streaming on Sunday still. I'll post on Blue Sky when I know more about when my next stream will be. But either way, thank you for joining, and I will see you guys later. Bye!